So it's time to take your car through emissions. What do you need to bring with you? Well, I'm hoping to answer that question for you today. Welcome to Mercie J Auto Care, where compassion and craftsmanship come together. Now, first of all, every state's a little bit different. So I'm talking about the state of Arizona, and I like the way we do our emission testing. Now, I'm not necessarily a tree hugger, but I do think that it does help our environment. And in the state of Arizona, there's a company called Gordon Darby, and they're contracted by the state to actually do the testing. I think it's good because you can't go to a shop and they tell you it fails and then you have to pay them to fix it. You basically get your failure or your pass from the state. Now, most of you are probably driving 1996 or newer vehicles, and they're probably less than 8,600 pound gross vehicle weight. The reason that's important is because that's what's called an OBD test. Regardless of what kind of test you need to take, all you really got to do is go down there. Now, if you are a 96 or newer and your check engine light's on, you're not going to pass, so don't even bother. And if you just clear the codes right before you go, you're not going to pass either. You won't fail, but you won't pass because it will be considered incomplete. So here's a couple of things. One, if you're an OBD2 vehicle, which is 96 and newer, less than 8,600 GVW, you go through one of the OBD lanes. They'll look a little bit longer sometimes, but usually you can go through faster. If you have something like a diesel or you're above 8,600 GVW, and that would be like a 3/4 ton pickup, or maybe like my motorhome or something like that, then you're going to need to go through a different lane, as well as anything older than 1996. Now, if you fall in the most category, I got some great news for you. Number one, if you stop by our shop at no charge, we can do a very quick test to make sure that you're all set for emissions and you can go through. But what about if you just need an oil change or something simple? I'll tell you what, drop your car off with us, we'll do the simple service for you, and we'll run it through the emission station. So you won't even have to deal with the lines or anything. We call that our emissions concierge service. So I hope this helps you understand a little bit more about it. Once again, we can make sure you're ready or we can run it through for you. So I hope this has been informational. Have a spectacular day, and until we meet again, safe travels.